Hey coaches, Coach McKie here. Welcome to my channel. This channel is dedicated to the spread offense. If you enjoy learning about the spread offense or want to learn about the spread offense, then please subscribe to my channel. I put a video out every Friday or Saturday. In today's video, I'm going to go over 3 screens that we run and I think are very simple that you can install in your own offense. If you do something different screen-wise, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I really need to get better at calling screens, and I'm always looking for great ideas. Alright coaches, so the first screen I want to go over is our now screen. And I like to run this out of our 2x2 stack, and the reason why is when we get a 2x2 stack and we play against a 3-4 defense, defenses like to bring this outside guy. And because they don't think you're going to throw it to the boundary, which is great. Defenses are stupid. So we're going to throw it to the boundary. Now what I do blocking wise up front is I just tag it with any run. And in this case I will just tag it with our zone. Now how we block our zone is usually a gap scheme, but if we're going to the left, zone left, and this tackle has someone head up and outside of him, he's just going to give a push call. And what that tells everybody else is they are just blocking their gap. So tackle blocks C gap, guard blocks B gap, center's got A gap, backside guards got A gap, backside tackles got B gap. And then if there's no one in their gap, then they are just going to work up. Really simple blocking scheme that we rep every single day, and especially on the weeks when we know we're going up against a 3-4 defense or a 3-3 stack defense. Now, for the wide receivers, it's really simple. The stat guy, point man that I like to call it, he's got most dangerous man. So on the left side, for the most part, that is the corner. For this guy over here, he is blocking either the Sam or the corner, whichever one triggers first. And for the most part, when you give a stack like this, one's going to be on and the other's going to be back. But if you're playing a man team, which we see a lot of, especially when we go in this formation, they will banjo it and they'll have someone inside and outside. Now, how we call this play is I just call zone left and I go key 2 and then I clap. And the clap knows that the quarterback is going to be throwing the key screen. Now, it's up to him. We've coached him to know that you can either throw it to the key screen to the front or behind. You're just looking for numbers. And if I just call the bad play and it's screwed, he's just going to throw it to the feet of the offensive player. So in this case, he sees that it's 2 over 2. That's not good. But here it's 2 over 1. So he's just going to catch, turn, and throw it to the F. And now it's really simple. All the F does is he's lined up. When the ball snaps, he just turns, puts his hands up to the quarterback, and that is it. He's not backpedaling. He's not stepping forward and coming back. He's just opening up, giving his numbers, and going, hey, give me the ball. And when he gets it, then he's just finding the lane. It's either inside or outside, and he's trying to get at least 4 yards. If he can get more, great. But he needs to get 4 yards. Okay, coaches, and in this one you can see we're in our stack formation. I've given the now clap, which tells the quarterback, listen, you're going to throw it either to the front side right here or the back side to this guy. Quarterback sees that he doesn't like this right here, but this is just give me yards. There's no one there. So what he does is he just catch, turns, and throw it. Now, we'll be honest, it's nice to have a fast guy that can do something like this. But even if it's not that fast, it's a simple throw and catch, and you can get at least 6 yards. So the next screen I like to run, and it's very simple to install, is our slow running back screen. And what I like to pair this with is with our shallow cross. Now I know a lot of coaches who are a lot smarter than me give the quarterback the option of either throwing the drag route or the slow wide receiver screen. I can never teach it well enough, so I just run a version of the shallow cross, and the quarterback is just faking like he's going to throw the drag, and then he's going to dump it off to the running back who's running the slow screen. And this is how we block it. So for our R's and our L's, y'all are running mandatory outside release. You're running it just like you would our shallow series. Okay? Now, I like to tag this. If I'm going the slow screen to the left, I want to tag it and make it look like it's coming from the F shack. And what we do is we tell this wide receiver, you were running your drag, but you're running it at this middle linebacker. And you're going to be a crack block. Now, if you got a stud right here who can knock him off, that is great. But if you got a guy like me, we just tell him run your drag, get in front of this linebacker, and get ran over slowly. I don't care, and I've found that I tell my guys, get in front of them, and if they run over you, just grab them and fall down, because for the most part, the ref, he's not paying attention, and if he does pay attention, all he sees is the middle linebacker destroying the wide receiver, and he's just going to shrug it off and go to the next guy and watch the ball. The why you're running your dig, and then you're coming across, and then you are trying to just pick somebody up. That's all you want to do. The safety or this linebacker that's coming around, or this guy that's following you, you just want to pick somebody off. You make it happen if it breaks out. Now our pass blocking. We tell our tackles, you are normal pass set. And what we like to do is we do a vertical set, and we want these guys to get 4 steps backwards before they engage. So you are just doing normal pass setting, maybe a little inside because you want this end to run outside of you. Same thing with this end, with this tackle, and try to make him go outside. Now the magic happens with the interior guys. We tell our left guard, if we're going to the left, you're taking 2 steps, vertical set steps, 1, 2, and then you are going out to the sidewalk. And for us, I could be completely wrong, who knows, I'm an idiot, but for us, the sidewalk is from the numbers out. The center, you are taking 2 vertical steps, and then you are coming out and you are getting the alley. And again, I could be completely wrong. I am an idiot again. So for us, the alley is from the hash in. So this guy right here has got the alley, any different color jersey that comes in the walkway. The center has got any color jersey that's in the alley. And then we tell our backside guard, in this case if we're going to the left, it's the right guard, 2 steps, vertical set. Then you're coming around like you're going, but then you're looking inside. Because you were looking, he is the rat kill. He's looking for anybody that's trying to tackle the play in the backfield or come from behind. And this is usually what we tell this guy to do, is this is a highlight film. You're trying to just destroy anybody that comes your way, and we want to be able to put a circle on it on huddle and send it to all the college coaches and let them know, hey, this guy is a player. Now the tailback. The tailback is stepping up like he's in pass protection, and then he is just finding the the guard. He's settling up and just finding an open hole to the quarterback. What the quarterback is doing is he is going through his progression like he would throw the shallow. So he's going 1, 2, 3. He's keying over here, making everyone think that he's going to throw the shallow. 1, 2, 3, looking, and then he is just backpedaling, drifting toward the side of the running back is on, so he can get a good angle of just dumping it down. And it doesn't have to be a pretty throw. He doesn't have to throw a bullet. He doesn't have to hit the guy right in the face. He just wants to throw the ball so that the running back can catch it. And once the running back catches it, he is just finding the alley to get as many yards as he can. We want, on this screen, we tell our running backs, you are a stud, you're the guy, so you need to get at least 6 yards in order for this to be a successful play. And this is one of the plays I like to run when you face teams that like to go man, because I've realized that these guys, they're responsible for the running back. They don't pay attention to the running back, and especially in this screen, tailback gets lost, these guys just blitz, and it's a pretty good game. So here's our slow running back screen. We've got our 2x2. We're going to be running it to the left. So I just want you to notice he is running the drag, and he should be blocking this guy. This guy was pretty big. He's pretty small, so he whiffs. The running back is going to be settling up right here. The quarterback's going to act like he's throwing the drag, take a couple of steps, drifts to the left, and dumps it off to the running back. And it's a nice, easy screen that takes advantage of an aggressive defense and who likes to run man and forgets about taking care of the running back. So our final screen that we like to put in is a tunnel screen. And I like to run the tunnel screen out of the quads formation, 4x1, because I find that the defense gets a little bit scared and they lose track of which wide receiver you're going to throw it to. And most defenses assume that the signal receiver guy is your stud, when in fact I like to put my guy, who's our stud, in with the 4 receivers, and hopefully the defensive people forget about them. And another thing that we do different is I don't like to throw the tunnel screen to the very furthest outside wide receiver. I like to throw it to one of these guys in here, because for the most part, defenses don't see that. Most coaches like to throw the tunnel screen to the number 1 receiver. I like to throw it to the 2 or 3, and in this one, I like to throw it to the 3. And this is how we block it. So backside, I just have this guy take his guy deep, because it's usually man-to-man. I tell him, you run 15 yards, and then you just go to the sideline, and you can sit down because he will probably follow you. Backside, I have the L run a decoy route like he is running the tunnel. So he's taking 2 steps forward and coming 2 steps back. I tell the F, he is blocking the safety or whoever is over the L receiver. I tell the Y, you are acting like you were going to block this corner over the F. You're taking 3 steps, planting, and then you're coming straight down the line of scrimmage. And the T, you are blocking the man over the Y. That's simple. I know I'm leaving this guy unblocked, but for the most part, if this guy is running to block or kick out the man over the L, he thinks it's a tunnel screen and he is screaming right here. So he essentially, I'm blocking 2 guys with 1 player. Now for our drops or the lines blocking, I tell them 2 steps, vertical steps, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let these guys beat you. That's it. It's really simple. You drop 2 vertical steps, let them beat you, and then you've got a track. Left tackle, your track is outside, 1 yard outside the hash. Left guard, your track is 1 yard inside the hash. Center, you are right down the middle of the field. And then if we're moving to the left, right guard, you were just building a wall. Right tackle, you were just building a wall as well. Don't let anyone cross your face. Most of the time, it's these guys right here. The quarterback, all you're doing is you are taking a 3-step drop. 1, 2, 3. Inviting the rush, and then again, just like in the tailback screen, you're going to drift to the left because that's where the screen is coming from, and then you're just going to dump it off a nice easy pass to the Y. And what you have to coach your Y on, or whoever wide receiver is running the tunnel screen, is the moment you catch the ball, get behind your blockers and get upfield. Alright coaches, so as you can see, we have our quads to the left, our single receiver out on the right. We're going to run our tunnel screen to this guy right here, so it's a little bit different. He's going to act like he is blocking this corner, and then he is going to come straight down the line. He is getting blocked here, and then he is just going to be running a decoy. And as you can see, the defense doesn't know what to do. The quarterback drifts and lets him get a better angle to the wide receiver, and he just dumps it off, and we get a 20-yard gain. So those are the 3 screens that we run, coaches. If you do anything different, please leave a comment below. I need to get better at calling screens. Tell me, what do you think? When do you like to call screens? What are you looking for when you call screens? Please help me. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. I put something out every Friday or Saturday. And until next week, guys, remember to master the spread, score points, and have fun.